I'm told we can now listen live to the Israeli health authorities speaking about the health of the captives who've just been released.
For us, where we as an organization had the amazing privilege of being able to treat our brothers and sisters, our children that have been kept captive by the Hamas. In the last few weeks, the Edmond and Safra Children's Hospital, together with the whole Sheba Medical Center, has been preparing for this opportunity. We've gathered the best professionals and trained them. We learned a lot. We consulted with our peers and with the Israeli Ministry of Health and tried to prepare to be able to give those that were kept captive any care and attention they might need when this fortunate event where they are released happens. And indeed, last night, after a very confusing and stressful period, at around 3:30 a.m., we received these 12 captives, children and women that came back. They underwent a medical evaluation and a psychological evaluation. I'm happy to say that despite the fact that the harsh conditions they have been under and the experience of captivity, they did not require any emergent medical intervention. We will keep them here at the Edmond and Safra Children's Hospital for as long as they need and care for them, help them in their preparation of coming back to their communities. Some of them have no homes to come back to, but they have a very significant and supporting community that will embrace them as the whole nation embraces them when they come back. On a personal note, this is a pediatric hospital. We have a lot of emotional and significant days here, caring for children from all over. I've been doing this for many years, and I have to tell you that this past night was one of the most significant evenings and nights for me, and I feel privileged to have gotten the opportunity to be here for these children and their families. I think I share this with the other members of the team. We've been here for many hours, and I think no team member has left. They all stay trying to care for these people, to these children. They are only a very, very small part of the people that are kept captive by Hamas. We pray together with the whole nation, and I think with the world, for the early release of the rest of the captives. There are children there, there are women there, there are elderly people there, there are women and men, and we are ready to treat them as they come back, hopefully very soon. I want to thank the Israeli Ministry of Health that supported us.
You're listening to the health authorities there in Israel at a pediatric hospital that is holding some of the 13 Israeli captives who were released yesterday. That's Saturday, and that includes 7 children. We can cross now to Rory Challenge.
The same kind of comments today as we had yesterday from that pediatric hospital as well. They don't really go into specifics, do they? They talk about the general harsh conditions of captivity that the kids and the people that they're looking after have been under for the last month plus. They will keep them in the hospital for as long as they need. They talked about how some of them don't have homes to go back to because their homes have been destroyed on October the 7th. They talked about the emotional toll of everything and that the team spirit of the people there, the medics caring for those free captives, for the children particularly, has been, as he put it, pretty impressive. And they pray for the release of the rest of the captives. So it's a general message. They're not going into the individual stories of the people that they are looking after. We do know some of those individual stories, though, because we have been hearing them from Israeli media. We've been hearing about Emily Hand, this 9-year-old Irish Israeli who was at a sleepover at a friend's house in Kibbutz Be'eri. This is one of the communities in the south of Israel that was most impacted by the attacks of October the 7th. How her father thought she was dead for a long time after, speaking to, I think, the chaos that surrounded October the 7th for many days, if not weeks afterwards, that it was thought that this young girl had died. We've heard of Hila Rotem, the 13-year-old who was taken captive with her mother, again from Kibbutz Be'eri. Her mother is still in captivity. That's causing considerable anger in Israel, because one of the terms that they think the deal is under is that parents, mothers and children should not be separated. So those are the kind of details that we are hearing on media. We didn't hear that particularly in that press conference. He was keeping it very general.
Make sure to subscribe to a channel to the latest news from RDZ World News.